When I came back from Iraq, I was not sure if I was in good graces with God. I was not feeling comfortable and good on the inside morally, knowing what I've done. I believe that I developed my moral approach to the world based off my parents and the things that they instilled in us as kids. I had a mom that kind of kept us in church and always had God as the cornerstone. When I was serving, I was put in those positions where I was forced to take someone's life. I had to shoot at different buildings that had multiple people in it with our machine guns. It was one of those like gut-wrenching type of feeling where like it leads to crying and you're struggling and you're sweating profusely. There's a lot of tough things that was going on internally, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, that led to being in a very dark, depressive state, wondering if I'm all right with God, if I'm okay, how am I seen by my family? And it always led to outbursts, yelling, screaming. It always led to fighting, punching walls, and it led to destructive behaviors from myself. I stayed in isolation from my family for a very long time. For close to 7 years, I worked 24/7, and staying busy kept me away from doctors, counselors, you name it. But it all came crashing down. I tried to take my life at the bridge there in Tampa, Florida. But it was in that moment where I did not want to give up on myself, did not want to give up on my family, and I'm going to decide to fight for this. That's when I said, I'm going to start seeking help and try to figure this thing out. I went to the VA hospital just so I could start creating that healing path for myself to identify some of these things that's tied to your moral injuries, the PTSD, all these things that surrounding mental health. Plug myself into group therapy, one of the best programs that I've ever done. I started to heal from my moral injury first by accepting the things that I'd done while I was over there, but understanding that that does not define me. And that was through going through different therapy treatments to help me actually see who I truly am and not associate myself with that guilt that I placed on myself. I'm a loving person, I'm a caring person. I want to see people do well in life. I come from a good background where God is always at the core. From there, I just started getting much more spiritually in tune with my faith and just understanding that I'm not condemned or I'm not judged based off some of the things that I did in my past. My wife realized that I was struggling when it came to our relationship, when it came to being a dad. And she brought it to my attention that we needed help. And so we got with a pastor, we got with a couples retreat group. Going through those counseling, that's what helped put our relationship back together and mending that bond with our kids.
Well, we can't wait to see you in December.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited to come home. So what are we doing when we come?
I think we're doing lobsters.
Lobster?
Wow. We're gonna do it up.
And the biggest thing when I knew that I had a change in my life was when I sat down with my kids and given them the backstory in regards to some of the things that I was suppressing and dealing with. And for them to accept you and embrace you and tell you, Dad, it's okay, Dad, we love you, I think it's amazing. I've come such a long way. I'm writing books, I'm speaking to people, I'm getting on stages telling my story of what I've been through, some of the things that I've done. Treatment worked. I knew that I wanted to put my family back together. I knew that there was a better version of Michael who was out there. It was just for me to go out there and get it.